Hey yo, what it is, what it is, what it do, what it be? It's your boy Mike Jish, and I'm in this thing for my first stream. Yes sir, I am now officially a streamer. Well, I guess technically I won't be a streamer until it's over, but I'm streaming, niggas. I'm streaming. You know what I'm saying? The just recording stuff that's done. We streaming now, baby. We in this thing. So yeah, man, I'm here. I'm happy. I'm ready to get this thing a go and make it happen. Make it happen. And we're gonna be the biggest streaming platform in the game by the time it's all over. Believe it. 90 days, I'm gonna be the biggest streamer. Right up under my boy Act. You know my boy Act. And maybe Joe Budden. And maybe Cameron and them boys. And maybe a couple other ones. But I'm gonna be big though. I'm gonna be big. I'm gonna be big. Oh yeah, and also what's your boy name? Casanet. Yeah, you got Casanet and you got Aiden Ross, a couple of more. So I'm just forget about what I said. I'm gonna be doing my thing though. I'm gonna be doing my thing. Now today, what we gonna get on first topic is something that a lot of people is talking about, and it's very terrible, very horrible. Nolan Wells, the black dude with all the white friends that died. Okay, they got killed, and everybody think it was his white friends that got something to do with it. And hey, allegedly, I don't know what happened. I have no clue. But what I do know is that there is a history of this type of thing. Y'all have to excuse me. I don't have premium right now. I will get it, but right now, I'm not academics. I don't have the money right now to get premium, and I got bills to pay. You feel what I'm saying? So, but here we go.
Right Plus News, I'm Charlamagne. As reported on Monday, social media is currently reacting to a now mysterious death of Mississippi teen Nolan Wells after he would go missing on a remote island on July 4th, in which his body would be found 2 days later on the island shore. At the center of the conversation, many have expressed that race looks to have played a part in the teen's death, given that it appears that Wells was the only black friend amongst a group of white friends whom he traveled to the island by boat with.
Black people, stop going on motherfucking vacation with these white folks. Your white friends call you. Say, hey, bud, what's up? Hey, you ain't going on vacation? No. Hell no. Because y'all keep going on them vacations, and they keep coming back home, and we can't find you. You got to tell them white people no right now. Not all of them, but some of them you got to tell them no.
What's old boy name? Bubba Dub. What his name is? I agree with him. You got to tell him. Now, me, at this point, I don't have any white friends. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in the ATL. Ain't nothing but Negroes down here, and we don't venture too far out of the way. So, I don't have any white friends. I don't. Never have had any white friends. So that's something that I don't have to worry about. But I know there's a lot of black people that are raised amongst white people. Like my nephew, you know what I'm saying? One of my siblings, they stay out where the white folks at. And I know my little nephew, he's going to grow up around white people, So he might have some white friends, you know what I'm saying? And he going to have to deal with stuff like that. But I know that a lot of us, we can't help it. Raised around white people in the white community. You might be the only black person in class or in your whole school, and you have a lot of white friends. So that's the case. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it ends good for a lot of people. Not all white people, but like you said, some of them, you just gotta not fuck with them like that. You feel what I'm saying? But let's continue though.
I can swim. Why I'm going out there in the ocean for?
According to reports, the group of friends, along with Nolan, would travel to Horn Island, which is the island that sits about 10 miles from mainland Mississippi, to celebrate the 4th of July. Now, while there, the teens, along with others, would enjoy the beach's shore and water. At some point during their time there, an altercation has now been said to have taken place, just before Wells would go missing around 4 p.m. Now, what has raised many people's concerns are, why did Nolan's friends leave without him? And what are the details of the altercation? One user on Facebook.
See, look at that, bro. Bro, you are the only Negro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 whites, Caucasians, Cracker Barrels. Why are you the only Negro in this picture? Why are you the only Negro in this picture, brother? That's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And only one Negro in the situation. That's dangerous, brother. Now, old boy right here look like he might be, you know what I'm saying, Latino. He got a little brown on him. I see a little brown. He look kind of brownish. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we not too sure. This guy up here, he kind of got a little Puerto Rican-ish about his face. You know what I'm saying? He's Hispanic around his face. So these two, we're not too sure about. You know, that might be Julio and Emilio. You know what I'm saying? We're not sure. But we know that that's Brad, that's Josh, that's Tom, that's Alex, that's Andy, that's what's another white name? Jerry. That's Blaine, Carl, Frank, and Timmy. Yeah, Timmy. So that's who those guys are. So let's get back to, and I'm not trying to make light. I know this is a serious situation, but we are streaming live, so we got to keep it going. All right, hear the rest of it. Come on, man. Come on. We live. We don't need the buffering.
Shared that she was actually docked next to the boat Nolan was on, would go on to note that the altercation took place amongst the friends.
Jeez!
And at some point even on the boat they were on. Now, as mentioned, for many, race can't be overlooked, as some would express their lack of trust when it comes with being the only black person in certain settings, and they feel that Wells' disappearance is another example. Now, as people continue to question Nolan's white friends, whom he went to the island with, his black friends and best friend are now responding, explaining why they weren't with him at the time. On Monday, his best friend Javon Williams would join several of their peers at the boat dock, where officials looked to have brought back Wells' body. There, Williams would speak to local outlet Sun Herald to give his reaction to the breaking news.
Man.
According to Williams, he was...
So you had black friends, but they wasn't there with you? Come on, y'all. Y'all dropped the ball on that. I ain't saying it's y'all fault, but black friends, you can't never let the other black friend go with all white boys. We need at least 2 or 3 of y'all with us. You know what I'm saying? If I'm look, man, look, I'm never going with all white boys. Never. Okay? Now, it can be a mixed crowd. I'll go with a mixed crowd. I'll go with, you know, it got to be some brothers there. Even if it's mixed, it can't be some Asians and Middle Eastern and whites, and I'm the only black. No, sir. We're going to have at least 2, 3 brothers, at least. And if it's 2, 3 brothers, maybe 2, 3 white boys. It got to at least be equaled up or something. It can't be an overwhelming situation just in case something go down. I need my brothers. I need 3 of us. We can take all the white boys and the Hispanics and Middle Easterns. We can take the rest of the crowd if it's at least 3 or 4 of us. You know, we Negroes. You know, we can take the other ones, but you know, anything less than that, I don't trust it.
Supposed to be on the same boat with Wells, but it had got filled up, and he rode on a different boat. Williams would go on to confirm that he did see Nolan on the island. As soon as we got out there, he told me that he loved me. Williams would also go on to say that he last saw Wells close to 4 p.m. and according to him, along with others, reports seeing Nolan with a girl while amongst their friends. Williams would also go on to share that he would end up leaving his phone with Wells's phone on the same boat in question, but would later retrieve his phone before going home.
You know what? This is just a sad situation. And like they've
Now,
also said that this has happened before. This is not the first time this has happened before. Like, this has happened before with a lady from Forsyth County, right here in Georgia. Forsyth County, Georgia, which is the most racist county in Georgia. Historically racist. Historically racist. Historically racist. So this is something that has happened before. If you haven't heard, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it. Most people have heard of it. But let's see. Let me get something a little shorter than that. Let me see. 11 Alive. Okay. And this was 7 years ago. So this happened in, I think, 2018, I think. 2018. Again, my apologies for
renting a car for your name.
Let's go to this one. 5 years ago. Let's go to this one. My apologies. Okay, came right up. Thank you. All right, come on. Let's get it.
With a beaming
Come on, man.
smile and a sparkle in her eye, Tamla Horsford was a ray of light, according to her family. A mother of 5 boys who put everyone else first.
Super mom. She made sure she could provide for them. She was always the type of person who would like stand
Come on, man.
up for the little guy, you know?
Now her tragic death is seeing renewed cries for justice in the midst of a nationwide movement.
It's unfortunate that it has to take other people's heartbreak and other people's loss for the proper attention to be given to this case involving my sister.
In November 2018, Horsford went to a friend's sleepover birthday party at a home in North Georgia. The next morning, the 40-year-old was found in her pajamas, unresponsive, in the backyard. Until now, her family has not spoken out publicly. Their grief still as raw as the night Horsford died.
It's just hard for me to talk about her.
The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office ruled her death an accident, concluding she fell from a second-story balcony. An autopsy uncovered a blood alcohol level of 0.23, nearly 3 times the legal driving limit in Georgia. Traces of Xanax and marijuana were also found.
But never.
Oh, my God. Come on, man.
Ever have I seen my sister become sloppy drunk and incoherent. And so I doubt that she would pick, a sleepover with people that she was just getting to know to start behaving that way.
The attorney for Horsford's family says despite repeated...
So this is what I'm saying, y'all. This is what I'm saying. I'm sorry this video is kind of messing up. And see if I can find a better one. But this is my whole thing, y'all. Look, man, you black man, you can't be going over sleepovers with a bunch of white people where you the only black person. We can't be doing that, people. We cannot be doing that. Okay? We can't go to sleepovers with a bunch of white people. And we the only black person? No. It can't go down like that. And then they trying to say that she fell over the balcony? Like, come on, bro. Fell over the balcony? Like, dog. I don't care how drunk I am. I'm not falling over the balcony. I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down in the chair, sitting down on the floor, whatever I got to do, but I'm not tilting over the balcony. How I'm just going to tilt over the balcony and fall off, man? No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it, y'all. I don't believe that story. Okay? And you heard her own sister said, "There's no way that could happen. No way that could happen." Let me see if this is a little better. This video play a little better.
Dies at a house party, and now newly released photos and videos from that night are giving fresh insight into what was going on right before her death. Joe Hankey has been following the story all week. It is curious, to say the least, and Joe, the Forsyth County Sheriff now calling her death an accident, but social media, is rife with conspiracy theories.
Well, it is, Jeff. People keep sharing their theories online on social media. Today, we received the case file from the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office and now have a timeline of what detectives determined led up to Tamala Horsford's death and the moment she was last seen alive. We also have our first look inside the party with pictures detectives collected from people at the home. In photos released by the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office, Tamala Horsford is smiling alongside several other women on the night of November 3rd at a home in Cumming. Short cell phone.
Now let's look at how many white women. We know old boy was with 12 white boys. Okay, so let's count and see how many white girls this lady was with, and she was 40 years old. I think they said that she was 40 years old. So definitely, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's too many. It's too many white people to be chilling with, having a sleepover. And one of the issues that I think it was because I heard her sister seemed like she had an accent, like she might have been from, I don't know, Ethiopia or, I heard that accent there. So they don't seem like they're straight up African American. They seem like they're from somewhere else. And I must say, and I please don't make me a professional expert at this necessarily, but as I know a lot of foreigners, they'll come over here and they don't understand what it really is as much as the African Americans understand. So, they try to be friends and, they're cool. They're just friends. And no. There's an entire history to go along with this thing. Okay. An entire history. And you're in Forsyth County. See, this lady probably don't understand the history of Forsyth County. There's a history that goes along with this. Let me show y'all something, man. Y'all think I just be talking, man. There's a history to go along with Forsyth County, Georgia, man. We're going to look at, look, man. Look. The history go along with this thing, man. Let me show you what go down in Forsyth County. The same city, this county where this lady right here was found dead with, what we counted, 7? Look at this. This Forsyth County, this is 1987, Oprah Winfrey. She went to Forsyth County, Georgia, and this was one of her episodes on her talk show.
Go home, nigger! Go home, nigger! It opened with the sights and sounds of racial hatred displayed in Forsyth County 2 weeks ago during the Freedom March. The Oprah Winfrey Show brought together those who still justify that hatred and those who claim to be embarrassed by it. 100 specially selected Forsyth County residents, all white, all trying to portray their county's racial climate to a live national television audience.
It really makes me feel ashamed of the way people can act. You know, it's just a disgrace.
The news media has deliberately covered up the nature of the Brotherhood marchers, many of whom are outright communists and homosexuals, and our organization was the only one that dared take a stand against them.
You say that we have black people and we have niggers. So what's the difference between a black person and a nigger to you?
I've talked to black people. Black people, they don't want to come up here. They don't want to cause any trouble. That's a black person. A nigger is the one, just like Hosea Williams, he wants to come up here and cause trouble all the time.
Oprah Winfrey says she came here not to seek or produce a confrontation,
Did y'all
but
hear
to
that?
try to gain a better...
Did y'all hear that? A nigger is like Hosea Williams. You know, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but here in Atlanta, Hosea Williams is a very prominent civil rights leader. He passed away some time ago, maybe around 10 years ago, but he used to have Hosea Williams Feed the Hungry. Okay, and that was every year around Thanksgiving, around the holidays. It was a big thing in Atlanta where he would feed the hungry, the homeless. Hosea Williams. He was, knew Martin Luther King, were friends with Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson, that whole civil rights group. But this guy right here says Hosea Williams is a nigger. And he said it on national television because it's Oprah Winfrey, as you can see. So this was on TV, ladies and gentlemen. Network television. Millions of people were watching this. At least a million. In Oprah's heyday, 80s and late 80s. So this is Forsyth County. This is the county where the lady was at. There's no need to go deeper. If you want to see the rest of it, go on YouTube, type in Forsyth County, Oprah Winfrey, and it'll pop right up. Now, as we said, that was the lady. They said that she fell over a balcony at a sleepover. Now, let's go to Valdosta, Georgia. Valdosta, Georgia. Huh? Valdosta, Georgia. I know it's my city. No, my city. I know it's horrible. Valdosta, Georgia. Let's see video. I saw this video earlier. Let's see. Give me a second, y'all. Valdosta, Georgia. Valdosta, Georgia. Where the racists live and they do messed up things to the blacks. All right.
The family of a Valdosta teen found dead at school over 10 years ago is continuing their push for justice. Fox 5's Kim Leffler is at the live desk. She has more on the actions they want the Court of Appeals to take. Kim?
Well, Tyler, hundreds of people with the organization Israel United in Christ took to the streets in downtown Atlanta demanding justice for Kendrick Johnson. His family says law enforcement has ruled their son's death an accident. Police say classmates at Lowndes High School in Valdosta found Kendrick Johnson's body in an upright rolled gym mat in January of 2013. The family says investigators say Johnson was reaching for his shoe in the mat when he got stuck, but Johnson's family believes someone killed him. The family filed a federal lawsuit against the GBI and Lowndes County Sheriff's Office last year. They were in Atlanta today to ask the Court of Appeals to take action.
Follow the evidence, look at the evidence, and just do the right thing because we've been going through this so long now. And like I said, there's enough evidence right before the court to, prove that Kendrick did not die the way they said he died.
Johnson's family has called law enforcement's response to his death a cover-up. Now, we'll have much more from the family coming up later on tonight on Fox 5.
A cover-up. He reached for his shoe and got stuck in the mat. But they found him rolled up in the mat. Can somebody explain that to me? Can somebody please explain that to me? I don't think you can. I'll explain it to you. They killed him. They killed the black man, okay? So this all goes back, and as you heard, his parents filed a federal lawsuit. They suing for the federal government. I want to say it's $10 billion. It's in the billions. I know that. Let's see. I mean, this is just crazy, man. This is just crazy how they allowed this to go down like this. I swear I saw a video that was like 5 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Talking about this. Where is that video? Is this it? That's a long video though. I don't want to do that. Where is the video? Let me see, 5 months ago. Five months ago. Where is that video? Okay, I can't find the video, but yeah, he was Kendrick Johnson wrapped up in a gym mat. They said that he was reaching for a shoe and he got wrapped up there and died. And I think they said that some of his organs were missing. I mean, you just can't make this up, people. You just cannot make this stuff up, man. So this goes back to Wales, Neon Wales. I can't remember his name, but him. What's going on right now? What's going on today? Sorry. Black man, black kid in Mississippi. Okay, here we are. Black kid in Mississippi. Of course. Come on. We're live.
Honey, relate. Where's my jacket?
Waiting again, huh?
Yeah.
But actually, this is
What's up with
great
this,
because
sister?
you've got
You
me.
a white boy? Sister,
Minute
what's
Maid.
going on? What's going on with that, sister? Is that a coincidence that they'll show a white man with a black woman?
Now, outside of Williams' response, another friend by the name of Trace Carter would apparently give Nolan a warning to be safe before going to the island. According to Sun Herald, Carter would tell Wells, "Just hit me up when you get back. Just be careful, bro. Watch out for yourself." And in response, Wells will respond with, "I got you. I'll hit you up later." Now, according to that same report, it was also noted that Wells knew how to swim and had took lessons at a YMCA in Ocean Springs, Mississippi, where he lived, raising more concerns for some that foul play may be involved in his death. Back over on social media, Javon would continue reacting to the suspicious death of his friend. Over on TikTok, he would post a tribute to Nolan that read, "For all the times you accepted my calls, text me, checked up on me, hung out with me, laughed with me, I love you, brother, followed by a response to one user who would comment, devastating, in which Devon would say he didn't deserve this shit.
Didn't deserve this shit. He didn't. None of them did. But, you know, the history of this country goes as such: when these things happen, they go unfound. You know, everything is unfound, you know. It's hardly an investigation. They usually say it was accidental, even though the situation screams murder, but it comes up accidental. But if the tables were turned, then, you know, the black person would go to jail immediately. You know, it's cover-ups. All these cover-ups that happen, just like with old boy that was shot by those people in also in Georgia, and I can't think right now what part of Georgia, but it's down south Georgia. But they went to jail. 2 white guys chased them down and shot him and killed him some years back. Yeah, that's what it is. So we got 3 cases where nobody has been arrested and taken to jail, where black people hanging around white people have died, and they're the only black person in the vicinity, in the situation. This very sad, and that is just, a warning to black people. Do not go anywhere where it's nothing but white people. And I'm not being racist. I'm just being honest and being real, because there's a track record of this. One thing about white people is that they will switch up on you. They will switch up on you. I'm telling you. They'll switch up on you, and also they do crazy things that black people are not down with, we don't like. Let me tell you one time, and I'm going to end this segment with this, what I'm about to tell you. I remember I was an apprentice at an electrical school, electrical apprenticeship school. I won't say the name, but it's a pretty popular electrical apprenticeship school here in Atlanta. And we went to, I was the only apprentice, and I was 21 at this time. So this was a while ago. I'm 47 now, and I was 21 when this happened. So we was working on a hotel somewhere in Atlanta, and it was me and like 4 journeymen. They all were white guys, older, like in their 30s, early 40s. So we went on lunch break, and we was there for like 12 hours. I was there by myself with these white guys. And so they were talking during lunch break where I was sitting around, and I can't remember how it went this way, but he was talking about how he talked to his friend, him and his friends, what they say. And he said to me, hey, are you offended when somebody says the N-word? And I said, well, it depends on who's saying it. And they laughed. I understand. Well, you know, people, I got a lot of black friends, and they it's crazy because they'll call me nigga, and I'll call them nigga. What's up, nigga? And they'll say, what's up, nigga, back to me. You know what I'm saying? So he said that in front, he was testing me. And I knew that. Now, I could have crashed out. Fuck you, motherfucker. You don't say nigga, you right cracker, motherfucker. I could have did that. But I said, real? That was so for real. That okay. I feel you. Well, I personally don't think nobody should be calling nobody that. Shouldn't be saying that to each other. He was like, I feel you. It's, with us, it's in term of endearment or whatnot. I'm like, I feel you. And then the conversation went somewhere else. Now, if I would have crashed out, I would have got fired and possibly went to jail. And I could have ended up dead. Who knows how the situation could have went if I would have just got fired up like that. Because nobody else was around. This was an area where it wasn't anybody else around but me and those 4 gentlemen. It was somewhere like in the, I don't know if it was a new floor they was building on. I can't remember, it was so long ago. But all I know that it was a construction, empty ass white rooms, and we was drawing wire through the walls. You know what I'm saying? It was construction, a new hotel that they was building up. So anyway, I could have got killed. It could have happened like that. You know what I'm saying? This is a situation like this that could have happened. So all I'm saying is that be careful. And I know it's not all white people. Of course, it's not all white people. I'm not telling every black person that has white friends to don't be friends with your white friends and don't go anywhere with your white friends. But I'm saying use discernment and be cautious because it could be you. It's possible. Don't go into situations thinking it can never happen because as you can clearly see, it can. All right. Let's move on from this topic. Go somewhere else with it. I know I'm starting off with something that's pretty macabre, but you know, it is what it is. This is what's actually happening in the world. All right. Let's talk about Young Miami. Young Miami actually Trick Daddy commented on Young Miami. Commented on what India.Arie had to say about Young Miami. I'm sorry. Got heartburn, y'all. Whew, that heartburn, no joke, man. I got a problem with that. I need to take some Alka-Seltzer, but I'll be all right. I'm cool. So, I don't know if y'all heard, but India.Arie had some choice words for Young Miami in her hit song, Spin That. You know what I'm saying? Spin That. She had some choice words for her. And Trick Daddy took up for her. He took up for her. So let's see Trick Daddy snapping what he had to say about India.Arie. Let's see what he had to say about India.Arie, man. Cause Trick Daddy kind of went off, man. Trick Daddy went off on India.Arie, man. Trick Daddy went off on India.Arie. I'm gonna give my opinions on it.
Respect my elders.
No, we don't.
But I don't respect these clowns.
That's not what I wanted to see. That's not what I wanted to see. That's not what I wanted to see. I'm sorry. That's not what I wanted to see. That's not what I wanted to see. Oh, and here go the video I wanted to see earlier. Don't you hate it when that happens, man? You be trying to find something, then it just pop up. It pop up on the side over here, the exact video you were trying to get to earlier. All right, man. Come on now. This is ridiculous. Come on.
Respect my elders.
Jeez. Hate this junk, bro. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Sheesh. I gotta get another laptop, y'all. I'm broke. I'm broke right now. But I told y'all 90 days I'm gonna have a whole new situation.
D1 reacts to Trick Daddy calling out India.Arie for criticizing Young Miami's song Spin That.
Do you think y'all Miami give a about you don't like her record. You take our time to go on social media to down talk a girl. We've been talking negativity in every music, every song since before I even started doing music, and I've been doing it mother 30 years. I'm about you age. You to say something about me. Leave that little young lady alone, because if you see how pretty she is, you don't look like her. So it giving me a little bit. You see how fine she is. You ain't shaped like her. You don't shape like me.
That was funny. Charlie Murphy, that was funny.
If you shape like me, you do not have no motherfucking grounds. You don't have a dog in the fight to be getting on the social media, down talking to this young lady who's doing something positive and successful. You got to raise your own fucking kids. If you let music raise your kids, that's you bad breath. Just always talking about it. Man, let the girl get her mother money.
Now, Trick Daddy. We can't talk about nobody breath, because your mouth looking like hot booty Cheetos right now. Hot booty Cheetos coming out your mouth. I'm just saying, just looking at your lips, sir. Your lips right here do not say Colgate Fresh. It do not say Colgate. These lips do not say Colgate, sir. They don't. So we can't talk about anyone's breath, okay? I'm not saying that your breath stink. I don't know. But I'm just saying visually, if I was to see you, I would say he looked like his breath does not smell like strawberries and peaches. It just don't look like it do. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it stink, but I'm just saying that's something we can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't do that. And also, even though it's funny, NDRE body don't look like yours, okay? NDRE has a nice shape. She actually has a nice shape. Might not be as pretty as Young Miami, but she got a nice shape, especially for her age.
Records in the world that came out and people have made plenty motherfucking money off of. Y'all want to talk down on the young lady because she got a hit record, a hot record? You think that's gonna stop? You don't see she climbing the charts every day? Y'all leave Young Miami alone and spin that shit.
Y'all literally embarrassing our community, man. People like Trick Daddy. How you curse India Ari out and other women who are opposed to the message in Young Miami song? The message is encouraging scamming and shoplifting and things that's gonna get you locked up in jail. Man, stop, man. These people, bro, y'all not no legends, man. Y'all not nobody y'all got talent. Y'all got talent. People bought y'all albums. Cool. That don't mean y'all are no legends, man. That don't mean y'all are no leaders. You're not a legend. You're not a leader if you out here encouraging people to live a lifestyle that's going to send them straight to jail or to the graveyard. You're not a legend. You're not a leader.
Now, let me say this. D1, I hear you, brother. My Christian brother. You know, as y'all know, or maybe y'all don't know, I'm Muslim. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that I can speak on certain things because I was Christian up until I was 22 years old. You feel what I'm saying? I've been Muslim half my life, been Christian half my life, and my whole family Christian. So I can speak on Christian whatever. I don't care what y'all say. Christian brother D1, I hear what you're saying, and I agree with you. It is talking about scamming. And she shouldn't be talking about it scamming, stealing, boosting, and stuff. But like Trick Daddy said before, which he was right, all of it is bad. All of it is bad. Okay? All of it bad. So we can't just dump on Young Miami if we're not going to dump on Pooh Shiesty, NBA Youngboy, Gucci Man, Glorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, Lyrics, Cardi B, all of them. Every single one of them. Including Drake, because Drake be saying some stuff too. So I'm like, we can't just dump on Young Miami. We got to talk about everybody if that's what we're doing. because this culture is straight debauchery. It's debauchery. It's nasty. It's filthy. That's what it is. I did a video the other day with academics speaking on this, and he basically said the same thing. It's debauchery. The whole game is negative, and that's horrible. But we can't pinpoint one artist and use them as the poster child of what's negative in hip hop. They've been doing that for years, since the 90s, since NWA came out, since 2 Live Crew. If we're going to do this, you got to get other people that's like-minded like you. You can't just get on here by yourself. Where's your people who your followers, people who believe in what you believe, and y'all get together and try to stop this thing. Now, when you do that, it's going to get dangerous, because now you're trying to start a movement to stop it. But that's what needs to be done, because I can tell you right now, if people think that God, they believe in God, and most black people do say they believe in God, if you think that God is going to allow us to keep speaking like this, promoting promiscuity, fornication, drinking, smoking, stealing, scamming, you think He's going to keep allowing us to keep, because He's just giving us time. You think You're going to keep allowing us to do this and not cut the lights off sooner or later? You out your damn mind. It's definitely going to happen. So I agree with you, D1. I agree with you. It is terrible. But we can't just pick on Young Miami. We have to speak about it. And I know that, D1, I know you do. You do speak on it every time. But I'm just saying, I don't think there's anything wrong with anything NDIRE said, anything you saying. But on the other side, Trick Daddy is right. Now, let's look and see, because Uncle Luke has something to say too. Uncle Luke has something to say about NDIRE. Uncle Luke has something to say about NDIRE. Captain D coming. Captain D coming. Captain D coming. Captain D coming. Doom, 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 doom. Doodoo Brown. Doodoo Brown. See, son, she is your truly Captain D. You notice it's 2 rappers from Miami. I ain't heard no other rappers say nothing. 2 rappers from Miami. Which, Young Miami, they supposed to say something. I ain't mad.
If everybody lived in the world of Jill Scott, and all music was Jill Scott and NDIRE and Afrocentric, we would be bored as fuck. It's just lyrics. Damn. So when this girl, NDIRE, or whoever the hell it is, listen, I have no problem with these.
You know who NDIRE is. Stop it.
These Afrocentric type people, but they're always jumping into the conversation of wanting art to be created like they are. If everybody lived in the world of Jill Scott and all music was Jill Scott and NDIRE and Afrocentric, we would be bored as fuck. I'm sorry. I love their music. I appreciate their music. I appreciate their artistic values. But at the end of the day, why are you having a conversation about something that's considered as art? Does anybody get all upset when the man is standing up there and people are looking at the sculpture, the art sculpture, or this man with his gypsy tools out? Nobody has nothing to say about that.
I hear you, Uncle Luke, but one thing I must say, you are right on something. As far as white people and what they do, we can't really compare our situation to theirs, because we are in more perilous situations than they are. So they can have stuff like that with their genitals out and it doesn't affect them or anything like that. Or even back in like the 80s and 90s, you had rock and roll stars that died from drugs, from heroin overdoses, drinking, car crashes, and different things like that. But it didn't influence generation of white kids. It may have influenced some, but there's so many of them, and where their position of the Caucasian race in America and in the globe is different from African Americans. So that didn't affect them like that. But with us, they are affecting and influencing the youth. No doubt about it. So, and the music is more directly to what's actually already going on, the criminal aspect of things that's already happening. And the fact and the promiscuity within the black community. You already have 75% households by single parent households. You know what I'm saying? You already have black males filling up the prisons and dying every single day. So what rappers are talking about is affecting us. Unlike white people, what they talk about is not really affecting them in a negative way. You know, it's not the same thing, Uncle Luke. I understand what you're trying to say, but it's not the same thing. Now, to get to what you said about if everybody was Jill Scott, it would be boring. I agree with you. It would be pretty boring. It would be boring. It would be boring. Why would it be boring is the question we need to ask ourselves. Why are we attracted to the negativity more than the positivity? Why does the negativity fuel us more than the positivity, as it was seen? Or is it the fact that the frequency, they switched the frequency up and gave us so much of this that we became addicted to that? I'm sure a lot of people have heard the story about, in the early 90s where there was some meeting, Illuminati meeting or whatever, where the powers that be decided that they wanted more of gangster rap instead of conscious rap. And they shut conscious rap down and put all the money into gangster rap. I can believe that because the conscious rap was cool. Public Enemy and all that. I remember X-Clan, Tribe Called Quest, they were doing good. And then gangster rap came and demolished that. And of course, in today's time, we have J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. Those are like the only two conscious rappers that are known at this point in time. So you got two conscious rappers who kind of play the backfield to the gangster drill trap rappers that are, the mainstays. Why is that? Why do we love the sound of gangster and negativity more than we love the sound of positivity? That's what we need to be trying to figure out. Why would it be boring? Why do they want to hear the Sexy Reds over the Jill Scotts? Why do we want to hear the Young Miamis over the India Iries? Why are we more attracted to that? I think that's the question we need to search inside of ourselves and answer. And maybe we can be more attracted to the positivity, because if we are, the frequency would change. And another thing I want to say, and I'm gonna move on because I know I'm talking a lot. Me and a friend of mine was talking about how why there's not more marketing or promotion of the alternative black kids. The black kids that are into rock, into electronic music, the black kids that are into anime and different things like that. And I think it's because they don't really want our vibration to change and to raise. They want to keep a low vibration because that keeps us in check. It keeps us in check, keeps us in a place where they need us at in order for the American hierarchy to continue how it's always been going. They don't want our minds to be free and our spirits to be free. They don't want that to happen. And we don't want it. As you said, it would be boring if we had conscious music. Everybody was conscious. It would be boring. And that's what they want us. That's how they want us to feel. They want us to not want it. They want us to think goodness and positivity is boring. That's the same reason why people don't praise God how we're supposed to be praising him. or go to church or go to the masjid, how we're supposed to, because it's boring. Because if you go to, I don't think it's boring, but I'm saying that's the overall thought process. Because if you are into the church, if you are into the mosque or whatever religion you're into all the way like you supposed to be, you would stop having fun, which is going to the club, drinking, smoking, popping pills, having sex, fornicating, having sex and orgies and bisexual, everything, homosexuality, girls with girls. All that would stop because the positivity and all that is against that. Now, I know that that's religious in God and doesn't necessarily correlate with positivity because, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, it ain't like they church women. Just because they positive music with a positive vibe don't mean they godly. We have to get that under wraps too. Just because you will feel the vibe, oh, I can feel the earth, the universe, and all the planets lined up, don't mean you're godly. Because the astrology and New Age and all that is not the same as church and Muslim and all that. It's two different things. Because the God, Allah, and Yahweh don't want you dealing with astrology and all that. It's in the Bible and in the Quran. Don't deal with astrology. And New Age and zodiac signs and all that. So we want to make that clear. Those are two different things. Okay? So, like I was saying, hey man, I can't be mad at Young Miami because everybody is negative. Everybody got negative music. It just is what it is. We just have to take it upon ourselves to try to be better because ain't nothing we can do to change what's going on out here in this world. Whether it's musically, in people's homes, you got to just worry about yourself. But ain't nothing wrong with speaking out about it either. Nothing wrong with speaking out about it. I speak out about it when it's needed. You know what I'm saying? But I just do my own thing. All right. So that's what's up with that. Let's see what else is going on in this crazy world. I'm just crumbling nerd. Niggas killing niggas they don't understand. It's the master plan. I'm just crumbling nerd. What else? What else going on? What else is going on? I want to see something a little bit more positive, just a tad bit more positive. What is goings on? What is goings on? I seen the Anton Daniels video earlier. Where is this at? Free disc? Trade that down. I ain't got no time to look at all that. Seen the Anton Daniels video earlier. What is that, man? What Anton, man? This girl was saying. See what this girl was talking about. The Anton Daniels was talking to. I don't want to really. I would rather see a short. Where's the short of this? I don't really want to go through a whole. Just want to see the shorts about it. I'm just crumbling her. Niggas killing niggas they don't understand. Here it goes. I'm just crumbling
So how are we supposed to get married as Christian women when 98% of the men in church are feminine. And I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm literally not. Like, the Lord has confirmed this to me. I've heard this from many prophets, many men of God as well, that like the church is filled with feminine men. And it's like the women are outdoing the men. Like, even in the spirit, we're outdoing the men. So it's like, how are we supposed to marry these people that are supposed to lead us? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to share 2 examples just because I want people to know that this is a serious issue. Okay. So number 1, I went to this church for a while. I was a member there, served there. And there was this one boy in particular that I thought was very fine, very cute. You know, like, I was just like, oh, like, he's cute, period. Now, I knew he also thought I was cute because I don't even know how. He ended up finding me on Instagram. And then we followed each other, right? But then nothing ever really happened. It kind of just was like we followed each other on Instagram. But even when we got to church in person, he wouldn't say nothing. Like, he wouldn't even say hi. And I'm talking about, we would be shoulder to shoulder. We would be sitting in the same pew. And it's almost like he didn't even want to say hi or acknowledge that I was there, which I just.
Come on.
Very weird, because it's like, why are you following me on social media, but then in real life you don't want to talk? So that was the underlying issue. And like the few times that we did talk, the Holy Spirit literally said, Joanne, just continue to be yourself and be kind, right? Because I'm a personal person. Like, I like talking to people, like I like relating with people, and I just feel like if I follow you on social media, I'm going to talk to you in real life, right? Especially if we're going to the same church, fellowshipping together. Like, it shouldn't be anything too crazy to say hi to somebody, right? Now, I went to the Holy Spirit about this because a lot of the girls in the church were saying the same thing, that like a lot of the men like just would.
All right. Okay, lady, you're just rambling on. Look, I'm going to give it to you straight. And I do want to see what Anton Daniels' response to this is. But I'm going to tell you my response. Like I said, I know a lot of people don't want to hear what I got to say, but look, I am Muslim. I just said that. I'm Muslim. But like I said, I was Christian up until the age of 22, 23. So I feel like I have a right to be able to say something because I was in the church. I was in the choir. I was on the usher board. I was in church. My goddaddy was the pastor. Okay, he officiated my daddy's funeral and he officiated my sister's wedding. So I can speak on the church. And one of my best friends, his son, my god brother, he church. Okay, my whole family. I'm the only Muslim in my entire family, the only one on my mama and my daddy's side. So I can speak on this, even though I'm Muslim and very devoted to the Islamic faith. I can speak on this. I don't care what you got to say about it. Okay, look, lady, look, here's the thing. This is why men are feminine in church. It's because, one, women, especially black women, have accepted homosexuality. You become best friends with the gay guys. Okay, you become best friends with the gay guys. The pastor allows it because they don't want to feel like they discriminated. The church, the choir, the choir directors are gay. The lead singing male in the choir are gay. It's a laxed. You're laxed on your discipline when it comes to what God say you're supposed to do and you're supposed to not do. You're laxed on that. And women, y'all have become too friendly. Y'all accepted it. So once y'all accept it, you can't get mad when it come back to bite you in ways you didn't expect it to bite you. You can't get upset. Okay? Like I remember when I was in the church. It was a guy that was a transgender, and this was in the 90s. One transgender, one gay singer, and one gay choir director. So there was 3 in the 90s. I remember this. And there's no problem with that. Now, am I saying that you should snatch them up, drag them out, and all like that. I'm not saying that because, it's supposed to be somewhat come as you are, I guess. But the whole thing is that you got to nip it in the bud from the jump. See, let me tell you something about the Mars, the mass jid, is that you ain't coming in there dressed like no woman. You a man, you're not coming in there dressed like a woman, man. It's not happening. I remember one time that there was a gay Muslim who was trying to come to masjid with a hijab on, just like a woman covered up. Right at the door by 2 or 3 brothers. No, sir. No, sir. No, brother. Brother. Assalamu alaikum. But brother, you can't come in here. You're going to have to go home and change. You're going to have to change, brother. You got to change. You can't come in here like this. Because here's the thing. You got to keep God's holy place sanctified and purified. Yeah, people sin, but don't bring that into God's house. So nobody knows what people do behind closed doors. Who knows? Even though, of course, it's widely known that it's much more homosexuality than in Christianity than it is in Islam. You don't see no gay Muslims out here. Not saying it ain't, but it's not a thing like it is in the church. That's why this lady is complaining. Because we nip it in the bud. If you gonna be gay, do that behind closed doors. That's supposed to be between you and Allah and whoever you getting down with. Everybody in there shouldn't know that. And we're not going to allow you to let everybody know that. Okay? So if you go home and you change clothes and come back, take the makeup off, take the hijab off, brother, put on a kufi and put on a t-shirt or a button down or clean. And also you got to be clean, smelling good. So it ain't just gay. Clean, smelling good, looking nice. Women should look nice, be clean, and look presentable when you're coming into God's place of worship. So, to get back to what you said, lady, because I know I'm dragging on, the reason it's like that is because y'all allowed this to happen. You opened your doors to all the ills of society into God's holy place. And you did it outwardly. You did it, you didn't hide it. Dudes coming in there switching their hips and outwardly gay. Now, am I saying a gay man can't pray to God? I'm not saying that. But it's certain aspects that you have to lock off from the community because then it will be like this. You'll have women that's complaining about DL dudes. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But let's hear what Anton got to say about the subject.
Wouldn't talk, but like they knew that the men found them attractive and like all this stuff, right? So I went to the Holy Ghost about it because I was like, I talk to the Holy Spirit like he's my best friend because he literally is. So I went to the Holy Spirit about it and then I had this dream. So long story short, I was walking in this hallway to get to the main sanctuary of the church.
Well, before we get into the dream, all right, because I do want to hear the dream and we're going to get to this whole video.
I don't.
I will say that there are some people that are socially awkward. And we live in a generation where people, although I believe in in-person interactions, and I think that online should be supplemental to what you interact with in real life, I think that there are a lot of people that are socially awkward. They were raised as tablet babies. They were raised with social media, and they were taught to maybe even shoot your shot in the DMs or whatever. But with that aside, I do think that there is a level of, and I'm not going to say femininity, I'm going to say a lack of masculinity in people, younger people today, and people are not interested in interacting in person.
So how are we supposed to?
Anton, I agree with you on one thing, disagree with you on another. First, I do agree with you on that in today's time, social media has made it where it's awkward for guys to walk up to females and talk to them. And there is a lack of masculinity because there are less males in the household. Less males in the household, more social media means that you are less masculine and more feminine. If you're raised by only women and you only see women around you, you're naturally going to have more feminine qualities. But you're going to be more angry inside and gangster, and your emotions are gonna come out more. So that's why I think that men are more softer in today's time. And like I said, I agree with the fact that the social media and in the DMs, but I don't necessarily agree with less masculinity doesn't equal femininity. I think less masculinity equals more femininity because of the lack of the fathers and the mothers raising the boys. But you do raise a good point with the awkwardness, because nobody giving out phone numbers anymore, as far as I know. Now, especially when I talk to my son and I talk to, my nephew and stuff like that, it's more of DMs. Let me get your DM. Go into your DM. It's no phone numbers right out back like it was when in my day, you had to walk up to a woman and actually talk to her and spit game and be cool. You know what I'm saying? And you wasn't hiding behind a picture, a photo on social media. So I definitely think that that's what it is. All right, good talk, y'all. Good talk. Let me see what else is out here in this world. 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 What's going on? What's going on? Well, somebody tell me what's going on. What's going on? Did y'all hear about your boy Big Tigger? What happened with him? So much negativity, man. So much negativity. I really don't want to sit here and talk about it because I'm not trying to be backbiting or anything like that, But, we gotta show what's going on in the world and what not to do. Gotta show what not to do, man. 10 days ago, footage. I ain't got time for that. It ain't got time for that. 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 Come on, where the Big Tigger stuff going on at? Who is this guy? Okay. Who is this? I don't need no long videos, man. Just give me something short, man. We don't need no long videos. I'm not trying to get no long videos. Okay. See what you got going. It's a long video, but we definitely not going to look at all of it or half of it or none of that. See what Boss Talk got to say about it.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Tigger, get off my phone. Do you not see all them crime?
We're covering it up. Okay. I'm not mad at you for that, man.
Bro, I'm not doing that. Yes, she dropped. Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want my phone. She could give me the phone and it'd be over. She could give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna give you.
I'm not on her at all. Give me my phone.
Get off of me,
Give me my phone.
D, if I was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this.
If you say so. Give me my phone.
Bro, just get over her. You can buy a new phone. Get off of me! Mr. Tigger!
Mr. Tigger?
Mr. Tigger, get off of her now!
Wow, guys, come on, man. This boy doing a lot.
of screaming. I don't know what he got going on. The little, maybe that's the child endangerment. Tigger got another video, man. He got more videos than BET, MTV, and all of them combined. This here is crazy, man, and it don't look like it's too intense. She took his phone. She's screaming, "Get off of me!" And I'm like, but he barely even over you. Y'all just like y'all wrestling or something. But it don't seem this damn bad the way this little boy is acting. Get off of her. Like maybe he's seen something before, but this is not it. OG, you there? Reality TV, y'all there?
I'm right here, man. That's good morning. That's drama.
OG, is they trying to? They done released this video. Is they trying to put a 10 on a 2?
Oh man, that she stood up too. I mean, that's evidence. She took his property. He just.
Okay, this might be a little better. Y'all doing too much. Doing too much talking. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that.
Give me back my phone.
Get off of me.
Back my phone. You don't need it. What do you need it for?
Get off of me.
What do you need it for?
Get off of me. Please get off of me.
As soon as you give me my phone.
Please get off of me.
My phone.
Please get off of me.
Registered in my head.
Please get off of me.
Give me my phone.
You're sticking my ear in my ear.
Oh, sorry.
Get off of me.
Give me my phone.
Please get off of me.
You can stay right on the floor.
You're manhandling.
I'm not manhandling my phone.
Tigger,
Give
get
me
off.
my phone.
Do you not see all them crop?
Bro, stop. I'm not doing it.
Yes,
She
you do.
dropped. She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want my phone. She could give me the phone and it'd be over. She could give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna give
I'm not on her at all. Give me my phone.
Get off of me,
Give me my phone.
D, if I was anybody else, you would.
And like, bro, who is this dude in the background talking? Is that your son? Who is that in the background talking? What's going on?
He's doing this.
Here's my phone.
Bro, just get over her. You can buy a new phone. Get off of me! Mr. Tigger!
Mr. Tigger?
Mr. Tigger, get off of her now!
Huh? Are you talking to me? This is my wife.
Here you go. Never plugged it back up.
Who are you?
This is yours.
I am bleeding.
This is yours.
I'm bleeding, so take a picture. No. Take a picture. Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Take a picture.
Alicia, stop.
Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me. I can't.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your
I know my brother, Urban Politics. Y'all hear him in Boss Talk. Look, man. I don't know, man. From what I saw, I mean, he don't look like he punched her in the face. You know, I mean, I don't know. I did see some pictures where it looked like she had a black eye. I don't know. But it don't look like he punched her in the face. Wrestling, like Boss Talk said, it looked like there was wrestling and all that type stuff. Look, hey, man, marriage is a complicated thing. I'm not married. I've never been married. I would like to be one day, but I'm not. So I can't speak on what goes on with a man and his wife. As long as you're not punching her in the face. I mean, she took his phone. It looked like she took his phone. I don't know if those two different footages were two different time periods or what they were. But, you know, we know that women will do that. They'll snatch your phone, run around, hide it from you. And if you got something that ain't supposed to be in there, you're trying to get it back. But like I said, doesn't look like he hit her or punched her or anything from what I saw. But, you know, I guess with all the hoopla over it, you have to stop doing your job and go to handle that business. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not going to really spend a lot of time on that because from what I see, it just looks like a dispute, an ugly dispute. It don't look like he whooped her as far as I know, as far as I just saw. Now, there could be things that I didn't see. I don't know. But as far as what I just saw, Doesn't look like he whip him. Big Tigger, I hope you and your wife get everything together. We need more black marriages, husbands and wives to stay together. And y'all just, rectify what y'all got going on and come back together. If not, get a divorce. That's all I really got to say about that. Let's see what else is going on out here. What else is happening? Yeah, did y'all hear about your boy Funk Master Flex was snapping on Jay-Z today. He was snapping. It looked like academics opened up a can of worms. Look like Funk Master Flex opened up a can of worms, bro. I mean, DJ Academics opened up a can of worms concerning Funk Master Flex and Charlamagne the G. I ain't gonna call him the old name because he ain't no God. He is not God. So I would never call him Charlamagne the God. He's not a God. Okay? So Charlamagne the G, or just Charlamagne. Okay, let's see which ones. Let's try this one.
You rode his corn knob every chance you got, bro. Every chance you got. You rode his pepper and you got his mayonnaise all over your face.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
We got to do the same thing for Charlamagne, man. That boy put his time in this city. Grinded very hard. He's also put on a lot of people. Changed the morning show landscape, because we're always just talking about people when we want to tear them down and we want to rip them down. We got to really sometimes just give it the way it is.
The truth.
Yes. That, what he has built for himself and for other people is amazing. Shout out to Wendy Williams. He came out of that camp. He figured it out. He got fired. He went out of town. He came back. Sometimes we got to give our people our accolades. And once again, let's be clear, it's later on in his career that we're looking at this right now. So I'm talking about some people who have put in a lot of good work and positive work and but now we got to say C the God was in there when Jay was saying, we're past kneeling. Jay-Z knew why the NFL was reaching out to him. All of us, I got shunned. I was called every name in the book for talking about Jay-Z with that particular situation.
Yep.
My bosses at the time and different people. Hey, Jay called over and said, just give him a chance. I think he said 6 months. I always knew in 6 months that that's not going to resonate the same way if it's a mistake. And whatever it was, Jay-Z, like I said, 9 out of the 10 things I love about you, bro. The Colin Kaepernick thing was a real slice below the belt. And that wasn't for your people. Mm-hmm. And you try to make people believe it was for your people. And that's why you're getting the target flack, Jay. That's why you're getting the target flack. Because you and your team have always tried to camouflage that you're helping with that situation. Because you have helped. Listen, Meek, prison reform, countless people he's put on, countless artists they have put through that Rock Nation system to sell records, show them the system. Once again, 9 out of 10 things I like about him. And I'll be honest, if you want to chop Colin Kaepernick off at the knees, just say it, man. That's why this thing is real questionable. It's not questionable anymore, Jay. It's not questionable anymore.
to be honest. It's like you cut his knees off because some way or how the NFL spoke to you or you made your way to them and you knew whatever bag that you were taking was going to neutralize Colin. You knew that. You're smarter than that. But it's...
I totally agree. You know, we knew that from the jump when we found out that Jay-Z was doing the deal with the NFL to bring more black artists onto the halftime shows, which is why we've had so many urban black artists over the last 6, 7, 8 years, starting with I think it was Eminem and Mary J. Blige and 50 Cent was there. I can't remember who was the mainstay. Snoop came up there. Starting with that NFL halftime show. So this was about the bag, the Colin Kaepernick situation. He effectively got Colin Kaepernick to stop kneeling. He got a settlement. They paid him. And Jay-Z got the bag by being the music director over the Super Bowl halftime show. So I totally agree with that. Yeah, and now Jay-Z has this Target deal where he's where the 30th reunion of Reasonable Doubt. He has a package deal with that, dealing with Target or whatnot. We know what that is about. Remember the boycott of Target? Because Target was with the MAGA or with the conservative right wingers. You know what I'm saying? So people started boycotting. So this is Jay-Z's way of kind of doing the same thing. And this has been Jay-Z's thing from the jump. He did it with Tidal. Made you think, independent black owned with Tidal, and then he sold it. Right after a lot of people jumped on it, he sold it. I think that was around 2016, something like that. So this is Jay-Z's MO. This is what he does. So let's listen to some more.
It's okay if you want to take it, my brother. Take it, but wear it, man. That's all, because that's why this all gets weird. If you're saying something about him, he gets upset. His team gets upset because we see through the jokes. And listen, it's a good jokes, bro. I ain't knocking your jokes. I'm just saying it came at the expense of Colin Kaepernick, and we saw you. Facts. Not you and your team made personal calls to air personalities to make sure how they spun it. So he was with Colin in the beginning, but when you smelt the bag, and I hate to say this, my brother, but this is how it works. You was with Colin, wearing the jersey with him, phone calling him and everything. Mm-hmm. Y'all was communicating. Mm-hmm. And you either got a call, a whiff, that the NFL wants to talk to you. Somewhere in there, you made a decision. Jokes. But it's okay. Brooklyn, I understand it. You are a hustler. I understand you, bro. But I keep it a buck, man. Most Brooklyn and hustlers, they just say what it is, man. I'm going to get that money. That's what the part you're not saying, Jay-Z. I'm going to get that money. Once again, I like 9 out of the 10 things that Jay-Z does. This one is just a subject matter that's been coming up, and we talking about it. Now, we're not going to fast forward. We're going to keep moving. Then we get Leonard in there. Leonard, what's his name?
McKeevy?
No, it's cool. Don't diss him. Let's see the God.
Yeah.
He's at this press conference. And to be honest, once again, your accomplishments are great, my brother. But see the God, you made your name off the street, and everybody that believes in you on that World Star World, online, the grime, everybody from the street. That's where you made your name. So then when you get up into some press conference in the NFL and you start stuttering, looking stupid, that ain't an act. Because now that we learn after academics has exposed you that this is a prior partnership that y'all did. And the problem is with the both of y'all is you're duping the public. That's the part in here. So you thought it was okay for Jay to say we're past kneeling and everything else. You sat there, you didn't say nothing. You could tell people behind the scenes what you said got edited out. We don't believe you. It's cool. And to be honest, his name's Charlamagne, I'm gonna tell you why you did that. And And I'm gonna turn the music down. I'm gonna tell you why a lot of people don't understand why you did that. I'm gonna tell you why. You stood outside of New York, in North Carolina your whole life. I think you did a little time in Philly. And you looked down at this city and you were amazed by it. You want to come here. And you wanted to skip the line. And you thought, let me get next to Jay-Z. I mean, you rode his corn knob every chance you got, bro. Every chance you got. You rode his pepper and you got his mayonnaise all over your face. Every chance you got.
Hey! Funk Master Flex. Come on, bruh. Pause. Major mega pause. Super pause on that. Mayonnaise on his face. Damn, man. Charlamagne, you can't let him talk about you like that. You can't let Funk Master Flex talk about you like that, bro. Come on, dog.
You know why? Because you was looking for validation from a New York cat. You wanted validation. And what you did not realize, Charlamagne, is that boy Jay-Z right there, you ain't smarter than him. He's hustler from Brooklyn. You ain't never gonna outsmart him.
Ever.
And I know, Charlamagne, you was at your dinner table. Jay-Z really likes me. He likes my opinion. You was wearing that dirty Rock Nation hat I don't know how many days in a row. I thought it was a uniform. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. I'm not taking away from your accomplishments and what you do for people. But I'm saying you are a groupie. Wow. With that Jay-Z. And you know something? We're going to keep it a buck today. You know, us from New York, see, you thought us falling back on Jay, you could just jump in and put his knob all over your nose, right? And put his eggnog all in your mouth.
Wow.
You rode his...
Wow. Funk Master Funk Flex. You going a little overboard with it right there. Come on, dog. Eggnog. Cob knobs. This is egregious. Charlamagne, Academics did expose you. You've been working with the Rock Nation this whole time. And I'm not from New York. I'm from the A. So I don't know the politics, what goes on in New York, but I know that Jay-Z, he definitely runs New York on the hip-hop side of things. And I can see that story being credible, that Charlamagne went up there from North Carolina, even though, you know, he went to other places with Wendy Williams. But New York that's where his goal was set at. He got in there, and I could see him trying to get some validation going on in New York, and he did it with Jay-Z. And you can see it throughout the Breakfast Club over the years. He always took up for Rock Nation in some kind of way, in a subtle type of way, where you knew it was like, are you working with them? But you never could pinpoint it until Academics revealed it a few days ago. So, you know, it is what it is, man. I could care less, really, me personally. I'm from Atlanta. I'm not from New York. And I don't care what you guys do up there. I'm the guy down here, even though this is my first stream, but I'm claiming it. I'm speaking it into existence, that I'm the guy when it comes to streaming in Atlanta. Academics got New York. I don't know where is Casanet, where I'm not too sure where Casanet from. I know y'all like, you streaming, you don't know what Casanet. No, I don't. But wherever Casanet at, I think he got maybe the West Coast, or I don't know. Wherever he is, he running that. Blueface on the West Coast. I got the South. Okay? I'm stamping that right now. So I don't really know about New York, but I do believe everything they're saying. I definitely know what Jay-Z has been doing over the years. He's been bamboozling the black community and getting paid. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really helped nobody as far as that concern. As far as what he done in the background, I'm sure he's helped a lot of people. I'm not saying he hadn't helped anybody, but I just mean that, as far as a Colin Kaepernick situation, I don't think it was a help because it didn't help anything. It just got the Super Bowl halftime with more black artists. It didn't help with the police shooting situation. It didn't help with Trump telling them to stop kneeling, people wanting you to stop kneeling. It didn't help in that situation. So Jay-Z is a capitalist, you know what I'm saying? He's a billionaire, of course. He always told you that in his lyrics and in his music. So I'm not surprised about that. Charlamagne, also not surprised. I mean, how can you fully trust a man who constantly makes gay jokes? A black man who constantly makes gay jokes. Him and DJ Envy are the only black guys that I've seen for years constantly make gay jokes. Black men don't do that. That's not a typical general thing that black people do. It's usually white boys. They make the gay jokes. Not black men, but Charlamagne and Envy, they constantly make gay jokes, especially Charlamagne. Giving a bust of his butt to Charlamagne, that's homosexual activities. And I'm not trying to talk about anybody. If that's what it is, then that's what it is. I'm not downing anybody or for anything that they may choose to do. That's between you, the person you're with, and between God. It's between y'all. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But I'm just saying, very suspect work. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, that's really all I got for y'all today, man. It's just so much turmoil within the black community, constantly, always something going on. And we need to get it together. We need to get it together, and we need to do a lot of praying, a lot of soul searching, and do some work, and try to get it together. You know what I'm saying? And try to get better each day. Each day should be better than yesterday. That's my motto. Today, always make today better than yesterday, and tomorrow the best of all days. Okay? But yeah, that's all I got for today. It's my first stream, y'all, and I will be back hopefully tomorrow, maybe the next day, but it definitely won't be more than 2 days. I'm going to try to come back tomorrow and give y'all get longer as we go along. I think I've been on here maybe an hour and a half, almost 2 hours today. I'm going to try to make it a little longer, maybe 3-4 hours. Some might be an hour. Who knows? Whatever I'm feeling, whatever might be going on for that particular day, or 2 days, or whatever it may be. Yeah, so I appreciate y'all. I don't know how many people have been watching. I'm new to this thing, so I don't know, flipping back and forth to see how many people on there. I got to get more savvy with that. But until I do, just know that I will be here, and I will get stronger and better at what I'm doing. And I appreciate whoever watches this. And yeah, that's what it is. All right, till next time, y'all. I'm your boy Mike Jeesh. Peace.